Hello everybody, welcome back to Resin. Today we're going to do something really fun. I've done something similar in the past at Christmas time, and so I'm going to try it again, and I hope that you enjoy this project. It's a lot of fun to me. I've made up about 6 ounces of J-Diction resin for right now. I've got my 5 to 6 inch mold. I can't remember exactly. This is a mold I got on Etsy, and it's just a nice rimmed round mold. It's a little dull here, so I'm probably going to have to do a top coat or refinish that somehow with some silicone. I've got my Recollections little bird stickers here. Okay, some of these stickers are double layered, some of them are single layered, and usually when I use my double layer stickers, I dunk them in the resin first to make sure that I don't have any bubbles coming out. But today I think I'm just going to use I'm going to just use my single layer stickers on this. I went outside and looked underneath my grapefruit and orange trees and found just some little dried twigs and sticks that came off of my tree. So what I'm going to do to start with, give my normal light spray of alcohol, just a mist, go around the edges because I'm going to put some resin in here. Make sure I don't have anything that's in here. It's okay to kind of go along the edge here with your finger. Make sure that you've got any clumps of anything that might be hiding in there. Sometimes you can't see it, but you can feel it. Okay. Okay, so there is that. I'm going to go ahead and just pour. I want a thin layer over the top as well, so probably just going to have to come even with the rim here. Okay. Let me see. That gave me about, I need to make sure I've got some room at the top. That didn't give me too much room at the top. I don't want it, nope, that's too much. I don't want that much in there. I want it just barely covering the top of this. Let's see, is that better? That might be a bit better. I thought I was pouring slow, but I guess I kind of got carried away, which is easy to do when you're pouring, when you've got a lot of resin in a cup, and instead of, usually I pour it, into one of my cut-off water bottles or something smaller, so you can really keep track, of how quickly you're pouring there. Okay, that's okay. Okay, so let's see here. Can we get it spread out a bit? Okay, I'm going to give it a spray of alcohol. So get my sticks out here. And my birds. These are Recollections, which comes from Michael's. You can use any little bird stickers you find. If you would like to try something like this. At Christmas time, I used cardinals and made, just some really pretty winter coasters, kind of using this same kind of a technique here. Okay, so I want to try to find little sticks here that aren't going to stick up very far. And I think I need to place my birds down first. So let's see, we're going to find these. Oops. Fell right out of my hand. He jumped right out of there. Okay. Push him down so he get any bubbles that might be under there. Okay, so now we've got to work upside down with these. Since we've got a rim, you don't really have the choice of, changing your direction there. Let's see, might have to go this way. Break off that stick. I'm just going to kind of try to find, I'm going to find sticks that will work with this. And then as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, down here are his two teeny tiny feet. Can you see that? His little feet here on that sticker. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just scoot my little stick up here so that it looks like he's sitting with his feet on the stick. Okay, so now that I've got him there, I can see I need a bird that's facing that same, kind of sitting towards him. Use this little cardinal here. And now I'm going to have to slide this underneath so that we do the same thing. So he looks like he's sitting on the stick. You can get really creative with this kind of a thing. It's just so much fun to try some new things like this. Let's see, he's going to be sitting about like that. Now, as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, I think you can here, I've got resin kind of going all the way around the edges, so I'm going to pour a bit more in here so that I can use all the spaces if I need to. Okay. Okay, gosh, this is just so much fun. Okay, so now I might put this little guy, just this little, cute little, like a little, oh, my mind just went blank. Crying out loud. Let's see, do I want him on there? I don't think I want him on there. I think I want him over here. He's going to be sitting down here a bit. Here we go. Check the ear sticks and things every once in a while. Make sure they're not sliding away. And the birds. Stick them back down in there in the water, or in the water. Oh, Barb. Okay. Go. All right. Now, let's see. Do I have something else that's going to be sitting, looking this way at him? This little cardinal here. Okay. And let's see. Maybe a bit of a, we'll do a bit of a size of a branch. These are dried sticks, so they really just break off pretty easily. Let's see, is that going to be good? It's sticking up there a bit. Okay. I think I'd like to do this bluebird here. It's kind of one of the bigger stickers. He's kind of tall, so be a great spot for him. It's going to have to come in right in here. Let's see, there we go. So much fun. So much fun doing this kind of stuff. Okay, this one's kind of sticking, or it might be my bird kind of moving. Okay. Now let's see. Now we've got, I could do this bird here that's just kind of flying in, and this one is a double layered. This one's double layered. Let's see, do I have room for him? I think I do. Let's go ahead and dunk this one in the resin. See how it's got 2 layers here? And it's really easy to get air bubbles trapped in there, so I like to dunk it all the way into my resin. Get any air bubbles out of there. Fill it up pretty well. We can have this guy kind of flying in this way. Scoot you down here a bit. You can just kind of maneuver stuff all around any way you really want to. How's it look? Looks pretty good, I think, so far, guys. Let's see here. Do we want to put another little... Maybe put this little guy facing... One more little bird here. Actually, how about he'll just be sitting down here on this little tiny stick down here. Where's his feet? There. This might be just a bit too tiny. If I do that, then we're not even going to be able to see the sticks. So let's find one a little bit bigger. I think this one here, just about right. There we go. That's better. Okay. Can you kind of see how it's taking shape here? Okay. All of our birds have a place to sit. Sticks are kind of staying better. That's all doing a bit better here. This double layered bird that's flying in, I don't see any bubbles coming out of there at all. So we must have taken care of that when we did the dunk. That off of there. It's the wood. All right. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to wait and let this cure. I'm not going to spray any more alcohol or anything in it. Well, maybe I will just a tiny bit. I don't want to do a heat gun or anything because your stickers will melt. If you're using any kind of vinyl sticker or paper sticker or plastic sticker, if you use a heat gun or a torch, I have had my stickers just instantly curl up and melt, which is really sad when you have been working on a project and then that happens. So I think we're going to leave this like this and wait for it to cure. I might just come in and just try to pull away some of those bubbles, at least off of my sky or tree here. And I've got not very much room. Not very much room at all. Maybe about a 1/16 of an inch is all I've got here at the top to work with to do some kind of a background if I want to do that. And I kind of want to, I just have got to go look and see exactly what I've got. And then when this is all cured, we'll be back for the next step. All right, I'm excited about this one. I think it's going to be really kind of fun. All right, I'll see you guys all in a while. Okay, everybody, I'm back, and this is all cured. We've got a few little pieces of, stick that are up out of the water. Or, why do I keep saying that? Up out of the resin. But I did go around and I checked, and there's no area that you can fit anything in between like the stick and the cured resin. Okay. And same with like a little couple of pieces of bird heads and things like this one here, you see how it's kind of sticking up out of the resin a bit? Well, the resin is all the way up to that point. There's no air pocket is what I'm trying to say underneath it. So when we go to do our next step, no resin is going to go underneath that or underneath the sticks. Okay, so we are flush is what I'm trying to say with the resin, and it's got kind of an embedded look right now. So if we wanted to come in and do a color right now, we could safely do that, okay? But we're not going to do a color. We are going to add some more clear resin. So let me get a little cup here, make it easier to pour. Just want it enough to level this all out. I've made up 8 more ounces of Jade Diction here. And I've poured about, looks like just a little over 3 ounces. We're not going to need that much, but I'm going to pour just enough to level this out. And then we are going to use my vinyl stickers. These are from Paper Studio. And Paper Studio, is this Hobby Lobby? Yes, Paper Studio is a Hobby Lobby and Recollections is Michael's. They've all got different brands and stuff, but the Stickabilities brand I really like. And I will say, at least the last time I was there, which was probably about maybe 2 months ago, this is July 2023, that the prices of the stickers at Michael's have really increased. Anywhere between $4.99 and $6.99 for a sheet of stickers. And as you can see here, this sheet was $2.99 US. And so far, as far as I know, Hobby Lobby has not increased the prices on these. So, and I like Hobby Lobby, so I will probably continue just to support them a little bit more, especially with these stickers, because $7 for a sheet of stickers is kind of high in my opinion. But take these out. So these are translucent backed vinyl stickers. So we've got some pine cones and we've got some greenery there. And I think this is going to be super fun. So let's go ahead and pour some resin in here. I'm not going to do a layer of, or a mist of alcohol right now. I don't think we really need it. And I really only try to do that when I feel like it's really necessary. I appreciate you guys all watching and joining me. Gosh, we're at almost 4,000 subscribers. I just noticed that. I so appreciate everybody. And I appreciate that you don't expect, at least most of you don't expect perfection from me. You're all very gracious with my experiments and mess ups and my, attempts to try to save things that don't go right. So I just want you to know how much I really appreciate you. Okay. I'm thinking I need to stick this up just a bit here. Okay, there we go. I think that's a bit more level. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm gonna have my little birds kind of straight up and down here for me. And gosh, I think I was thinking that these were a white background on these, but that's okay. I'm trying to figure this out, how this is the translucent stickers they're gonna lose some of their color with no colored background. Gosh, I'm gonna get these off of here. This is the part that's always kind of tricky because they're so sticky. All right, let me get my tweezers. Oh my gosh, where did it go? Oh gosh, there it is. Okay, come here. All right, let's go ahead and put some of these pine cones here on the sticks. There we go. So now we're going to add some trees behind all this, okay? So I need to decide how I want to do this. I think we probably should start with maybe some of the smaller trees first, the bigger trees behind it, right? Right, we've got one tree left. Okay, that's all our trees. There we go. Up there. Okay. There we go. So that is that. I'm going to pour just a tiny bit more over the top just to kind of help seal this all. And then if I decide to do a top coat, which I don't know, I could do blue like for a sky, or I could do white to kind of bring out all the color, give the trees some, a little bit more depth. But whatever I do is going to have to be thin because there's not a whole lot of room left here. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm going to leave it. We're going to let it cure, and this is going to be so fun. We'll come back and see what it looks like when it's all done. Right now, it just looks like a big mess. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this turns out. It's going to be super fun. All right, I'll see you all in a while. All right, you guys, this is cured. I'm excited to get this out of here. Oh, gosh. Okay. Let's hope that everything kind of stayed where we wanted it. And I know that we're going to have to do a layer of clear on the inside of the rim because I did not do a fresh coat of silicone on this mold. Because to be honest, I've never really done that before. I usually just go ahead and put a layer of resin on the top of stuff to shine it up. But what I probably need to do is just replace this mold. Okay. Have very much overage there, a little bit. Right? Okay, here's the back of this, and good luck. Really hope it turns out well. Okay, here we go. I'm nervous to see it, but let's go. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at that. Gosh, I don't know if you can tell how 3D that those pine cones and the birds look. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but they look like they're sitting outside of the top of the resin. That is really cool. And I think it's because we've got these, these real sticks in here. Can you see? Can you get a good look at this here? Wow, that turned out amazing. My gosh. All right, so you know I'm a coaster, I don't want to say a coaster addict, but I love coasters and I love the size of this coaster because it fits the big fat mugs. You could also do a battery operated candle on here. But I'm going to be using this for a coaster. I can tell you right now. Gosh, I really love it. I really, really love it. So I was thinking that the trees were going to lose a lot of its color and that I would need to put some kind of a background on it. I could do white. I feel like the white almost looks like it would be kind of a snowy look behind it. I could do blue. There's a bit of blue here. I go down all my layers. If I did like a translucent blue, do something like that. Peel this back a little bit here. Let's look and see what this would look like with blue. And make it look like there's blue sky. No, I don't really like that. Gosh, you know, I don't know. I don't know that I really need to do anything, really. So I guess the next step for this is going to be, really, I just need to, I need to go in and do my layer. Oh gosh, I just can't get over how pretty this is. I didn't realize I only had one yellow bird and one of these blue birds. And I had enough to do a couple of different ones. So, oh gosh, you know, I might have to make 2 of these. So I have got a set because I can tell you this is really amazing. Yeah. All right. So love it. Love it. Love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up resin so I can fill this in, you know, just a really thin layer and figure out what I want to do with the base of this. Something. I don't know. I could do a top coat of something, but I really don't want to do that. So I really don't want to put more resin on here. If I did, I just kind of evened out some of these places that, you know, almost do a dome, and then I could put my rubber feet on it, but don't know. But gosh, really loving it. Okay, I'm going to make up resin, and then I will get this done, and I will be back. See you then. Okay, everybody, I am back, and we're going to go ahead and put a top coat on this to kind of bring out the depth. I went back and I watched my video, and it was kind of unfortunate because as I was looking at it, I could see that in the camera, it didn't really show up kind of the 3-dimensional look that I see in real life. So I'm sorry about that, but you might want to just really give this a try at home, and so that you can really see what I'm talking about. It's just really cool. It looks like these birds are just coming right up out of there. So let me grab a cut off water bottle. We're not going to put very much. I think I've made up some resin here. Got J Diction. I made up enough to work on another project as well. So I think I'm just going to use, I'm going to start out with 1 ounce. 1 ounce of resin. And then I decided I'm also going to probably do a dome around the rim. Okay, so let's see how this is going to turn out. I'm really kind of hopeful this will really bring out more of the depth. You can already see here how it's bringing out more of the clarity and just giving it more depth even with the top coat. I don't always do a top coat like this, but on things like this that are kind of a 3-dimensional look anyway, I really want it to get the full benefit. So adding a top coat can never hurt. And I want just enough to cover the bottom because, like I said before, I really enjoy the rimmed little trays or oversized coasters. That's what I use them for. And so I want to keep the depth of the tray, but I need to make sure I've got it all covered. I don't want any bare spots in there. Okay, looks pretty good as far as I can see. Might have to add a little more if it keeps kind of disappearing around that edge. All right, but I'm going to start with this, and then I'm going to go ahead and go around my rim. There's a few little air bubbles in the top here, not many, just a couple. So actually going around this edge here, we'll fill those in, and you shouldn't even be able to really see them after this part. All right, how's that look around the edge anyway? Can you guys tell? Looks much better. And I'll go ahead and pour a bit more in here. Make sure this is all covered as well. Don't think I see any more spots where it's coming away from the edge. Let me give it a quick spray. Don't need too much there, just a bit. This will have a really nice domed, high domed rim here, which will be kind of nice. It'll kind of also bring in the depth. Like we've got pieces of pine cone and tree and bird tails in through that rim. So that will really help to bring that all out too. Kind of magnify it. All right, I think that's all I'm going to do for this. Pick this up really kind of carefully, and I'll bring it up and show you what we've got so far. I'm going to keep an eye on it and make sure that if we have any other spots that's drawing away from the resin, you know, dry spots on the tray, I will go ahead and fill those in. Otherwise, when this is cured here, probably in a few hours, I will come back and I'll show you the final result. And then we can decide if we want to do a trim, you know, edging on it. I don't think I really want to. And I've also decided not to do anything to the back. I actually just kind of like it like this. I can set it in a windowsill if I want where it's not getting direct sun. Or I can put a back on it later. But I always feel like if you're questioning whether you want a backing on something like this, wait, because you can always add it. You can. It's a lot harder to take it off once you've put it on. So, all right, it's looking good. All right, you guys, I'll be back when this is done. Hello, everybody. Okay, I'm back, and this is all cured, and I am so happy with the finished product. What do you think about this? Can you see with really a lot of clarity now? It is so pretty with the top coat. There's it brings out all the bright colors and the depth. And can you see how the rim here is really nicely domed? I don't know if you can really tell, but you can see down in here, like see, can you see in here like the bird, the tail here of this bird? And gosh, there's just, you know, pieces of tree and pine cone and things in here that it just really makes it pop and brings it all together. And I really hope that you enjoyed this. I really love doing this kind of thing, and I love the birds. So let me see really quick if I can find my little rubber feet. Here they are. So the same ones I've been using for a very long time. And there's a lot of them. I see that, gosh, looks like they're starting to yellow just a bit, but all different shapes. There's square ones, different sizes of square ones, all these different sizes of round ones. and some little flatter round ones. And so I think I don't want to raise this up very high off of the, I don't want to raise this up very much. So I can use, maybe, do you see these here? These have a flat top. They're round, but they're flat. So I feel like that you would be able to really get this to sit pretty well with the flat bottom. So these came from Amazon, and let me see. I don't know. This has been a few years ago. It says it was Mozaland is where I got it. Clear rubber bumper feet. And they even have a website on mozaland.com. But yeah, these have been great. I mean, I don't even know what I paid for it. It's been so many years ago, but as you can see, I've used a lot of them and I'm still using them. I mean, it was a great investment on those. But let's see, which ones was I going to use? I was going to put them back almost. These with the flat tops. Okay, so yeah, I could do a top coat of this over this, but I decided I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to place some rubber feet. Let's see here. I want them to be kind of all in the same area. Put one there. They're pretty sticky, so you don't even really need any kind of adhesive. At least I have found. I haven't needed that. Let's see, one here. And another one. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. I really like having the rubber feet on the bottom of some of these if I'm not going to put a felt bottom or cork bottom just to protect your furniture, you know. Makes it kind of nice. But gosh, this is really turned out beautifully. I couldn't ask for it to be any better. I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope that it inspires you to try something like this on your own. Because oh my goodness, the possibilities are endless. I also have cardstock paper that has some little bit larger just leaves that I thought about placing behind the birds instead of the trees. But I didn't really want to take the time to treat my paper, you know, to spray it and seal it so that it could dry. Some of my thicker cardstocks, I don't do that too. I don't seal them. I just use them as is, and I have no problems. But some of the thinner cardstock, that's like almost like notebook paper, you know, you have to make sure that you seal those, or you'll lose your picture. Usually, the resin will just soak right into it. But anyway, here it is. So much fun. Hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you are going to try one of these on your own. All right, you guys, I appreciate you all.